Hi, folks. Hope you're doing well. I was just listening to Charlie Pugh. He did a recording of We Don't Talk Anymore. And while I was listening to that, something just hit me. Something incredibly tough. We're now in a point where they mentioned today that there is a vaccine for COVID. And that vaccine will start to be put out soon. But of course, so many people have lost loved ones and mothers and fathers, grandmothers, granddads, brothers and sisters. There was a awful lot of incompetency at the beginning of this, and if there is a vaccine, a real vaccine that can be spread fairly quickly. One second. Yeah. Anyway, I'll yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Things are going to get back to normal very quickly for most people. But not for those people. Those people will still be grieving because a lot of them never got a chance to say goodbye. No. No. And that's a terrible thing. That's an awful thing. That is something which, you have to say is under normal circumstances without COVID, that would be horrendous to think that the hospital wouldn't allow you to say goodbye. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Just awful. And as the rest of us get back to normality, we have to understand that there may very well be a lot of anger and a lot of pain within society. Certainly for those people that have lost relatives and loved ones. It's, yeah. Oh. We've got to also understand that doctors and nurses really going to need a blinking good holiday. They really are going to need a really good holiday because they've been through it. And of course, we have this announcement today. A lot of people have got more hopeful that we could be turning a corner. But one thing we have to understand that with this particular vaccine, it can only be stored for a certain amount of time over a certain temperature. And it can only be moved a certain amount of times because it reacts to it, apparently. I mean, to be honest, we have probably the most awkward vaccine out of all the possible vaccines. This is the most awkward one. This is the one that has to be held in at, I think, well, it's definitely below minus 18. What level it has to be at, I don't honestly know, but it's below that level. That's problematic, to say the least. So, It may be a false alarm. It may be a false hope. It's quite possible that this vaccine may not be the answer because of the storage issues. Because I was listening to someone earlier on the Julie Hartley Brewer program, and that person was saying at the moment we don't have any facilities, certainly have any travelling facilities like vehicles that can carry a virus and keep it at less than -18. So yeah, they're going to have to adapt a lot of vehicles and make them a lot colder. They're going to have to use a lot of army vehicles because they're the ones that are best at doing this sort of thing. So it's a problem. Yeah. But while people are getting so incredibly overjoyed by the whole situation, we need to understand that, the people that are mourning that have lost, their situation isn't necessarily getting more hopeful. It might be if they got other relatives who are vulnerable to the virus. Because certainly they don't want to lose anyone else if they've already lost people. That's an absolute certainty. So they will be incredibly hopeful by today if they got other relatives. Oh, yeah. They'll be desperate for this to work. Oh, it's difficult, really, isn't it? Because to a certain degree, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be wiser for them to make sure that they can ship it out and store it and get all that done right before they announce it? But you understand them, announce it beforehand. It's understandable. They're in a position where, society has been in lockdown, and tears, and some hope was needed. So it's understandable. It is. But yeah, there's a lot of pain out there. There really is, and certainly in certain cities, there's an awful lot of pain. And we just got to be sensitive to that. We just got to remember that is the case. Anyway, that will do. I'll leave you to it. I'll speak to you soon. You take care. God bless. And we will see what happens with this situation. Time will tell. It's going to be all in the news, isn't it? So let's hope that we are moving forward. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.